as is the case with many Roman Catholics, and I remember thinking the same way, that she's thinking that, well, the advantage of the papacy would be that it will give us certitude, and we'll know for sure that there's a solution to various doctrinal disputes. But in actual fact, in actual practice, it doesn't even do this. Because for one, there's not a list of the ex cathedra statements. When you ask a Roman Catholic, every different Roman Catholic will give you a different list. Why? Because there is no list. All you have are these general criteria that when the Pope is speaking from the See of Peter to the entire church on a matter of faith and morals. Okay, well, that could be anything and everything. I'm not saying that anything and everything from the Pope can fit into that. I'm saying that those three criteria don't actually help you, because when I get out my giant stack of papal documents, the three general criteria don't actually tell me in these thousands of pages of, for example, papal encyclicals, what goes into what category or bin. And so I'm not in any better position than a Protestant with the Bible than as a Roman Catholic with three general criteria and a stack of thousands of pages of papal documents. It doesn't give you the epistemic certainty that it promises to. Furthermore, the lack of clarity post-Vatican II further demonstrates that it doesn't give you the epistemic certainty that it purports to. By the way, this isn't even dealing with the philosophical critique of whether that gives you certainty. Because it's fine to sit, you can say all day long that, oh, we have the Pope, it gives us certainty. But how does the Pope saying this or that thing grant you, as an individual Roman Catholic, certainty? You still have to interpret the papal documents. So you're not solving any epistemological problem. You're just moving the problem back a step. And this is a really basic principle in epistemology. It's just moving the problem back a step, right? Oh, we have disagreements, therefore the Pope gives us certainty. You still have to interpret the papal statements. Look at all the confusion over Vatican II. Every different Roman Catholic's going to have a different interpretation and a different attitude. And my point is not that Orthodox don't have interpretations. My point is that nobody escapes this issue merely by saying that, well, we have this external juridical office over here that does this thing for us. You can't turn your brain off and avoid the actual issues. Has Francis provided clarity on the issue of the death penalty? Or is it all the more confused? Has Francis provided clarity on the sexual stances? Or has he caused more and more confusion? So remember, all of the practical arguments of what the papacy is going to provide is completely undercut by the actual praxis of the Roman Catholic Church in the last 60 years, 70 years. How many years are we from Vatican II? Almost 70. And have we gotten greater and greater clarity, greater and greater unity? Remember, the classic go-to pop Roman Catholic apologist argument is that the papacy is going to provide unity, certainty, and preservation of faith. But wait a minute. It's not actually doing that. And the actual praxis of the last 70 years is the opposite of doing that. So enough, I'm not being mean to this person, but enough of this lame argument, this low tier argument that the papacy is going to provide all of these things that it not only doesn't provide, it actually provides a worse situation and is producing worse and worse situations for Christians and Christianity as a whole. It's producing more and more atheists, not producing more and more, quote, Christian unity.